So let me start it with some facts. Do you know that the human brain have enough electric current to light a small light bulb? Or do you know that we are born with 300 bones and eventually grow down to 203? And we have the most dangerous land animal, hippopotamus, that sweats in pink color. Or do you know that we humans sleep up to 25 years of our lifetime? Yeah, some facts. Let me tell you another fun fact. If you bite the tip of your tongue and pause your breath for a while, like this, you would automatically cry. Okay, enough of the facts, I think. So let me tell you a story to keep you interested. The story of a monster, the monster named Marthakasura. Does anybody become monster by choice? No, I don't think so. But if the certain somebody would perform violent actions even for fun, then we call them monsters. General myth is that monsters devour or eat people and animals for food. But in this story, the monster, I would rather call it intelligent. It doesn't really eat food directly. It would captivate the humans and farm them. It would force them to reproduce, and it would thrive on the unborn and newborn baby fetuses. And it doesn't stop there. It would thrive on the milk of the captive mother. And after once the reproduction cycle is over and the human becomes sterile, then it would eat the humans. I would call it cruel. So would you. Thank God it doesn't exist now. It's far extinct. So, coming to the topic, evolution. What is evolution? Evolution, it is a step-by-step process in which a creature adapts and changes its natural form in order to survive the harsh circumstances provided. Let me tell you an example. The example of whales. You know whales, right? Could you believe that whales were once land animals? But the land animals which didn't have enough food on the land. So gradually during the millions of years of evolution, they started coming to the water territory. And now they have evolved to the fishes we call whales. This is the process of evolution. It is too slow. It takes millions of years, but it's powerful. But the all-powerful thing that could change the grand calculus of the universe, is it limited for few physical changes? I don't think so. We humans, we are called social animals. And why is that? What is the thing that separates us from animals? We have the greatest and most powerful gift and weapon of all time. That is the ability to think, the audacity to change ourselves. But what caused this trigger? Say mankind have evolved so many years, and during the course of history, some of the things, they change our mindset from a caveman to a modern tech-savvy man. So what triggered this change? I call it the CMC. A C stands for curiosity, M stands for maturity, and another C stands for cruelty. Let's talk about curiosity. What is curiosity exactly? If you search in the dictionary, curiosity is the eagerness or desire of a person to know things or to create. But I feel it that curiosity is the inability of a person to let the thought flow through his mind. He wants to stop. He wants to think about it and know some more. Let me say, a few centuries ago, when light was not there and people were struggling with darkness, they had two solutions. One, wait for the daylight to bail them out from the darkness, or two, create their own source of light. This separated a genius from the commoners, gave birth to the idea of invention of the light bulb by Sir Thomas Alva Edison. The creative beings and the curious ones and their inventions paved new way and new path for humanity. But I would say curiosity is a double-edged sword. It's not completely good. Do you know the story in which the scientist wanted to know the taste of cyanide? He met his doom there. It reminds me of an old saying that curiosity kills the cat. And coming to mythology, we know the story of Hanuman, who wanted to catch the sun. And also the Greek mythological god Icarus, who wanted to fly towards the sun with the wings made of wax. Okay, enough of the mythology and history, I think. Let's come to ourselves. At the beginning, I said few facts. But I also said a fun fact that if you bite the tip of your tongue and pause your breath for a while, you would start crying. Some of you have tried it now. But why? Your common sense has said that it's not true, but you wanted to know, you wanted to feel that, you wanted to prove me wrong. That is curiosity, the power of curiosity. Okay, let's talk about the other concept, maturity. What is maturity? I would say that maturity is the ability or extent how much you can understand things, accept things. Maturity is when you realize that history is not just a book of dates and names, but it's a book of answers that for the questions you have already faced now. History is when you realize that you don't get to judge the taste when you don't know how to cook. History is when you know that you have a long way to run and you're not matured enough. Let's talk about a society which was filled with superstitious activities and superstitious rituals. There were very few people who were matured enough to say the difference between the right and the wrong, like our Raja Ram Mohan Rai. And warfare is a better example. From killing animals and humans alike in a battle, we came a long way to surgical or strategical warfare. You remember the surgical strike to take down the most infamous terrorist, Osama bin Laden, without causing any collateral damage. Maturity is not something we call a word. It could be called a synonym of wisdom. Maturity brings oneself towards the harmony of life. Maturity is something that enlightens you. It lights up the beacon of hope in you. And the other concept, cruelty. It is a fun concept. At the beginning of my speech, I said the story about Martakasura. All of us felt that what a cruel monster. But a relief is that it is not true. I made up the monster. The word Martakasura means, Martha means human. Asura means monster, which says that humans are the monsters. If you don't believe me, think it once. The all dreadful deeds done by the monster are the deeds we are doing now. We eat the unborn and newborn fetuses. We thrive on the captive mother's milk. But the only difference is, in the story, the monster did it to the humans. In reality, we humans do it to the animals. You eat the eggs of hen, right? They are the unborn fetuses. You drink the milk of cow. That cow was not supposed to give milk to you. It was supposed to give to its baby. We are stealing it. Thank God I am not living in a world where human milk was a business. Do you feel cruel about yourself? Then let me ask you a question. You could eat a sheep or a goat, but why not a dog or a dolphin? Is it because it is intelligent? Okay. You could eat a hen, but not a baby goat. Why? Is it too cute for yourself to eat? Why does the world work differently for intelligent and beautiful creatures? Is it the harsh reality of the world? Even it is difficult to accept, yes it is. You all remember the movie we saw as kids, Finding Nemo? We loved that fish, right? We had so many memories about the fish. I loved the fish so much that I ate it for dinner. What does it mean? I love the fish. Does it mean that you have a place for it in your heart or in your stomach? I'm afraid when people say, I love my mom, I think he would become a psychopath. He would eat her someday. What are we trying to say this? To our future generations, what are the messages we are giving for them? I would say world is cruel and we are cruel too. Let's talk business, shall we? At the beginning, I stuttered. I felt helpless. I couldn't talk. Some of you have thought that, wow, he's a duck. He don't know anything. What a drag. If you have thought so, welcome to the club of cruelty. And some of you would have thought that, okay, it's his big day. Give him a chance. Let him speak. If so, give a token of appreciation for yourself, for you and your maturity. And some of you have thought that maybe he's doing this on purpose. He has something to do with it. Then aren't you curious, my inventors? So the whole point is, the world is changing. In order to move with the world, we have to change. My father walked this way, my grandfather walked this way. It doesn't mean that you have to walk the same way. If you could be the better you, then be the better you. Increase your curiosity, build up your maturity, and remove your cruelty. The world is a better place like that. Thank you guys. This is Harsha Prem, still trying to find out what humanity is.